So this is my Goodness of Creation and the Fall of Man reflection project. So for my biblical creator, I chose Peter the Apostle. So I'm going to describe some facts about him. He became leader of the 12 apostles. He spread the good news of God and covenant, converted many people to Christians. He performed many miracles such as healing a crippled beggar. He became the first pope of the new church after Jesus ascended into heaven. He was loved by Jesus. He believed and trusted in him. He was a fisherman. So I felt like he was the most important creator in the New Testament because he was God's number one. He leaded the apostles, and then he converted many people to Christians, which God needed and wanted. And then he performed miracles. He was like a creator. Yeah. And then he became the first pope. So after Jesus died or ascended into heaven, he became the first pope of the new church. And then he was loved by Jesus. And then he was a fisherman. This created good habits and stuff. So creativity as a wellness practice. So for the first question, I said, the author makes an argument in this short piece that creativity can improve a person's mental, emotional, and physical well-being. There may be a disagreement over this because different people cope in different ways, and art may not be one of them. Since no two people are alike, some people may not share your taste in art. This means that short piece or no creativity can improve people's mindset and how they think and the person overall, outside and inside. And then it was a disagreement because there were there's a lot of ways people can cope, maybe exercising or reading a book and stuff. And yeah. Second question, I said, since creativity is a coping mechanism and a stress reliever, it can help emotions. Vitamin C is one of the physical benefits of creativity. It strains your immune system and helps you fight off illness. As all things considered, creativity is beneficial in many ways and can help overcome obstacles in life. So this second question is talking about how creativity can be a coping mechanism and it can relieve stress. When you're burnt out, just go to something creative. And what are you creative in? Maybe art, maybe lifting weights and stuff. And then just going outside can benefit you physically, just getting some air, some sun, and that can also help you with your immune system. For the third question, I said, my creativity is shown through my artworks. When I was little in middle school, I used to create artworks with pastels and watercolors. Last year, I took visual arts and used to make a whole variety of artworks that I am proud of. Last semester, I took ceramics and created many pieces like mugs and busts. So my creativity that I said is shown through my artworks, like drawing and writing. And in middle school, I used to have art class, and I used to just create things with pastels, watercolors, and all of that. And then last year, I took visual arts, which I created many artworks with colored pencils, paint and stuff. And then last semester, sophomore year, I took ceramics and created many cool things like mugs. So for my greatest creation, I created crab rolls for my mom, sister, and I. I created this because my dad randomly came home with crab, because he's a fisherman and he fishes. So he came home with crab, and then my mom helped me get the crab meat out of the crab so I can create this. And then it was pretty easy to create. All I used was the crab, green onions, and bread. So first, I toasted the bread and then like seasoned the crab with like salt and pepper and um like this like sour like some lemon, and then I added just green onions on the top, and then yeah, and then the final product was like good. Yeah, it was tasty. So for the fall of mankind, the first person I wrote was Eve, because um before she like ate the apple and created original sin, she was living in paradise, and then the devil tempted her to eat the fruit, and then like she gave in to the devil and betrayed God, and then tempted Adam to eat it, and then they got banished from the Garden of Eve, or yeah, and yeah, they were just as a punishment they got kicked out. Now for the second person, I put Peter. Peter knew Jesus, but when Jesus was arrested, Peter denied that he knew who Jesus was, and that showed betrayal toward the Lord. Like after like Jesus got arrested, Peter just like pretended like he didn't know Jesus, and like wanted to act like a coward, like so he didn't get in trouble too. So yeah. And then for the last person, I put Cain. Um, he was a firstborn and had a younger brother named Abel. Like he was like the older person, and he thought he could be more loved than his younger brother. So they grew to have jealousy. He grew to have jealousy of his brother because he wanted to be favored because he was older, but they, like God and his parents, liked the younger one more. But that's what he thought. But in reality, they loved their sons like equally, and God loved them equally. So he began to hate Abel, and then as his hatred continued with Abel, it became so bad that Cain murdered his brother, and this showed a betrayal to God. God punished him and commanded him in a death of wandering. Yeah, so he just got super jealous of his younger brother and then killed him. And then God punished him. And then for my greatest fault, I said my phone. It is super addicting, and like sometimes it like keeps me from paying attention and working. Like sometimes in class, I use my phone, and then I can get hours of distraction from my phone, which causes me to put off schoolwork and decreases my grades. Like when I get home, sometimes I just mess with my phone, and then hours go by, and I forget to do schoolwork, and then sometimes this can lead to missing work and late work. I feel like it keeps me apart from the outside world since I don't pay attention to what people are saying. Like when I'm playing games or on social media, like when I'm at home and I'm just playing games, I just like don't listen to anyone. I just play my games. Like for instance, when my mother asks me to take out the garbage, I usually answer her right. But when she goes, I keep using my phone, put off doing my tasks, and end up in trouble. Like my mom tells me to take out the trash, and then I say okay, and then like I forget to, and then yeah, and then she ends up doing it, and then I get in trouble, which is bad. And then by controlling how much I can uh get over this addiction by controlling how much time I spend on my phone. Yeah, I can improve this. So yeah, this was my reflection project. Thank you.